We thought graduation would feel like an ending. But for us, it was simply the beginning of a new chapter. After everything we had gone through together, our sleepless nights studying, countless hours inside the kitchen, burnt dishes that turned into laughter, little fights, jealousy, and heartfelt reconciliations, we finally graduated. With our classmates, Charlie and I began traveling from one country to another to participate in international cooking competitions. Sometimes we stood proudly on stage with medals hanging around our necks, celebrating another victory. Other times we walked away empty-handed, laughing at our mistakes and promising each other we would do better next time. Winning or losing never really mattered because every journey became another beautiful memory as long as we were together. Our final competition brought us to Scotland. The place felt different from anywhere we had been before. The cool breeze carried a strange sense of peace, and every old stone building seemed to hold stories that had lived for centuries. After the competition, Charlie and I decided to explore the city while our classmates wandered elsewhere. We walked through quiet streets, admiring the scenery, when suddenly we noticed an elderly woman stumbling as if she had lost her balance. Without thinking twice, Charlie immediately rushed toward her.
"Ma'am!"
I hurried beside her and gently held the old woman's arm before she could hit the ground. Together, we carefully helped her regain her balance. The old woman smiled warmly at us.
"Thank you."
Before we could continue walking, the old woman's attention suddenly shifted to my hand. Her eyes became fixed on the ring Charlie had once given me. She stared at it for several long seconds, almost as if she recognized it.
"May I hold your ring?"
I hesitated. For some reason I couldn't explain. Something inside me told me not to remove it. It was only a simple request, yet my heart strangely resisted. Still, I didn't want to be disrespectful. I slowly removed the ring and placed it in her wrinkled hand. The old woman held it carefully, staring at it with eyes full of mystery. Then she quietly began whispering words neither Charlie nor I could understand. The language sounded ancient, almost like a forgotten prayer. Charlie leaned closer to me.
"Is she okay?"
I don't know. The old woman remained silent for several moments before suddenly lifting her head. Instead of returning the ring to me, she slowly walked toward Charlie. Without saying a word, she gently took Charlie's hand. "Wait." Then she carefully slipped the ring onto Charlie's finger.
"Do not take this off."
I think there's a mistake."
"There is no mistake.
Charlie looked completely confused.
You must never leave each other. Because if you do, both of you will suffer in the end."
That sounds a little scary.
That ring was never meant for you. It belongs to her. No matter what happens, the person who's most precious to Charlie now is the person who will stay with her forever. Take care of that ring, especially the one who truly owns it.
Before either of us could ask another question, the old woman simply smiled, turned around, and slowly disappeared into the crowd until she was completely out of sight. Charlie laughed awkwardly.
That was unexpected.
You should respect what the old woman said.
What? Are you actually afraid we'll break up?
Don't joke about everything. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. For a moment, Charlie didn't say anything. Instead, she stepped closer and wrapped both of her arms around me.
No matter what happens, you're still the best thing that ever happened to my life.
She rested her forehead against mine and smiled softly. My heart instantly melted.
And besides, I'm the man in this relationship.
You always say you're the man, but whenever you start acting like a woman, you're incredibly feminine.
Why would you say that?
Because you're always angry, you're grumpy, you always want to be treated like a baby. The man should be the one adjusting in the relationship. She looked offended.
Wow, I feel personally attacked.
Charlie gasped dramatically. She crossed her arms and looked away, pretending to be hurt. I smiled to myself before wrapping my arms around her waist from behind. Okay, stop being dramatic. So, where does my baby want to eat?
Anywhere. As long as you're paying.
She turned around and looked at me with sparkling eyes. I burst into laughter. That evening, we decided to take a peaceful walk through one of Scotland's beautiful parks. Everything felt calm, almost magical. A flower vendor suddenly approached us.
Would you like to buy a rose for your girlfriend?
Charlie smiled. She picked a single white rose before handing it to me. I smiled. Charlie looked into my eyes. Why did you only buy one?
Because you're the only one in my life.
Then why white?
Because white means eternal love.
I couldn't say anything after hearing those words. I simply held the rose close to my chest. Just then, fireworks suddenly exploded across the night sky. Brilliant colors illuminated the darkness as people around us stopped to admire the beautiful display. Charlie looked upward with excitement.
You know, there's a saying that if lovers make a wish at the exact same time while fireworks are lighting up the sky, that wish will come true.
I slowly closed my eyes. For some reason, I believed her. Once upon a time, I had wished upon a falling star. Today, that wish was standing right beside me. When I finally opened my eyes, Charlie was still smiling as she admired the fireworks. I wasn't looking at the fireworks anymore.
They're beautiful.
I was looking at her. They're very beautiful. Charlie turned toward me. The colorful lights reflected in her eyes as she smiled with complete sincerity.
One day, I want to marry you.
My eyes instantly filled with tears. I smiled through them before leaning forward and pressing a gentle kiss against her lips. As fireworks continued to bloom across the Scottish sky, I realized something that I would carry with me forever. Maybe it was never the ring that brought us together. Maybe we were always destined to find each other.
We started like fire and rain, every word a war, every touch a mistake we swore we never made.